Vampires are clever.
But they have rules, and if a well-dressed gentleman ever approaches your front door at 3 a.m, there is only one appropriate response when he asks, "Hello, can I come in?"
I don't know. Can you?
It's a Halloween morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. It's great to see you. Thank you for being here during our Halloween specials. If you happen to be here during one of our spooky live premieres, join the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks hanging out from all over the world. One of them's a stormtrooper.
And for our mention today, we wanted to make sure that you knew on YouTube, we also have different playlists where we can put all of the soaps from one artisan. So we have for Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, we have one for Southern Witchcrafts, and all of the other artisans, as well as some seasonal playlists if you want to check out some of these fun holiday ones.
Yeah, y'all, a great way to discover new soaps from your favorite artisans. In fact, if you are a fan of Southern Witchcrafts, these are the episodes that we have so far. We started with Autumn Ash, which was for me was a fabulous, sort of dark and danky, mysterious autumn bonfire. And then Samhain. What'd you think of this one?
Halloween little festival fun, just gently, subtly sweet, but spooky still.
And then Deserology, the barbershop, and the bookend to this one is Gothorum Tunstrina, the dusty barbershop. And then
our new ones.
Our two Twilight soaps. If you have been watching today, we started with Bella's Homage. We made that up. Necromantic. And then the one we decided was for Jacob.
Lycanthropy.
Yeah, y'all. So today's, I had to scour the four corners of the internet to find this one, but I was hell-bent on completing our Twilight Day of Bella, Jacob, and Edward. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a vampire in our midst, and we're going to open the casket and see if he's still in there to meet the soap. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at southernwitchcrafts.com.
Carpathia is a tribute to Bram Stoker's Dracula, a dark and brooding masculine scent centered around accords of black tea, exotic musk, and evergreen balsam. And according to the website, there are 60 left of this one in stock.
They have restocked for Halloween, y'all, and I am so excited. There's no wine.
No wine.
And y'all, before our journey even started, these labels were such inspirations to us because we realized if they were putting as much work into the soaps as they were into these absolutely gorgeous labels, we were in for something special, and we are. The first time I smelled Autumn Ash, my head exploded. This is exactly the lane that the son of a funeral director is going to love to put on his face to shave, and I say we let this guy out of the box. I had to scour the four corners of the shaving world to find this, but I wanted to be sure we could get our full Twilight Day in today. Bella, Jacob, Edward. So here we are, and what do we got?
We ordered this from Razor Emporium.
Love it. Oh, it's so pretty. So you didn't see Carpenter's Mate from Bricktown. That's
coming back.
That's coming soon. Y'all, oh, beautiful. Look at these labels, y'all, and that little logo at the bottom that tells you. Yeah, y'all, that one's got a jack-o'-lantern on it, and this one have the pages of Bram Stoker's text itself. I'm so excited.
So speaking of our lovely theme for Twilight fun, we opened Necromantic, and it really does smell like Bella, which is pretty cool. And then second, we opened Lycanthropy, and that's our one that we identified as Jacob. So now we're going to see if Carpathia is really going to fit a little Edward fun or not.
And I know we totally made up this homage to Twilight, but we are kind of shocked at how apropos these were. Rose and wine for Bella for a midnight cemetery romantic picnic, and then fur and cologne kind of thing for the werewolf. Are you kidding me?
And now,
Here we go.
Carpathia time.
Y'all, it is time. Grab your silver bullets and your wooden spikes, because we're going hunting. Okay, you did Bella, I did Jacob, so you
back to me, I guess.
All right.
Okay, I'm curious because, like, you know, they do have the books on the cover. Like, I wonder if you're going to smell the pages. Like, we've had a few soaps that have that kind of vibe going on.
Could be an homage to the book itself.
Right, because we didn't read anything about the wine or the blood and none of that.
No, I was careful not to look at the set notes on the front.
Right, I just know it has a masculine hit so far.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, take it in.
We've been warned. It should be a little more masculine.
This might be our last Southern Witchcraft for a while.
I know, our Halloween fun.
L'chaim.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah?
This one's a little, it's got some personality. There's definitely I think spice is the word I would fit in here first.
Okay.
It's more spice going on. A masculine side of it, though.
Nice.
Herbs and spices.
Ooh.
It does have a little of that. I remember reading black tea, and so I think it's like
right.
those kind of spices and herbs.
Right.
Like they're more tactile. They'll feel real. Yeah. And then there's something in the back. It's not a tobacco.
Oh.
But I feel like it's something in a little of that deeper, like, side of it. Damper, the Southern Witchcrafts kind of secret sauce. There's something in the back here that's like, oh, this is in a deep dungeon of some sort happening.
Yeah, right.
I think the Jacob one had a little more of the mildew side.
Gotcha.
And then I think the other Bella one had more of the dirt. And so it's something in that lane, but it's different than those two. So something, I don't think it's dirt, I don't think it's soil, and I don't think it's the mildew side, but it's definitely that damp, musky something is coming through at the back
like
of this.
patchouli maybe? Or?
It's closer to something like that.
Gotcha.
But it does have that, like, earthly vibe going on. Like, I mean, in the Dracula movie, you watch that he has to bring his special dirt with him.
Yes,
so, something about that.
You've seen Bela Lugosi and you've seen F. Murray Abraham, right?
So there's something like that that's in here, but it's like a fertile soil. There's stuff in it.
Love it.
If that makes sense.
Yes. All right, take it in.
I feel like there's something kind of boozy.
Oh.
Meets, like, chewing tobacco or something.
Oh, not meats. Boozy meats chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was meat in.
But those together are creating like an ambery masculine kind of thing happening.
Right.
Not dirty masculine.
Right.
Because even if I think of Dracula, he's always still like real put together.
Yes,
Like, there's something about that, like, kind of pose.
Is there
that
something
he has.
gothic to the scent?
Oh, that might be a good word to use, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost feel like I could have gone into like someone's opium den or like something like that. Like the spices and things that are happening.
Right.
They're all damp, they're all darker, and they work together.
Right.
To create the same like scenario somehow.
Right. Is there any scent note jumping out?
There's some kind of mystery herb, but I don't know what it is, so that's not very helpful.
Now, my supposition with Southern Witchcraft is it brings you in with something familiar, like, oh, good ghost stories. And then there is this, like, certain je ne sais quoi, this certain I don't know what, this certain, like, super mysterious blend of scent notes that then meets you, but it meets you once you're in the door. So with lycanthropy, it was like the furs that brought you in, and then as soon as you were in the forest, something turned, and you were like, wait, what is that? Does that do the same thing?
I think, yes, but I think because I don't know what scent that is that's flipping it for me, it's hard for me to explain that.
Right,
But
so it's probably not the tea.
I don't think so.
Gotcha.
I think that's something I'm familiar with.
Right.
There's something that I can't figure out if it's a boozy side or like some kind of a chewing tobacco-y thing.
Right.
And then there's something that flips. And there's something on the damper, darker spectrum. It's not soil. It's not mildew.
Right.
But it's something in there.
Right.
But it does fit with the theme of the other two that we've smelled so far. So I think this one will actually get along with the other two in a different way. So I'm curious.
Oh, and we do have our Who Smells Better with Bella test coming up, so stay tuned. All right, here we go.
See, it's a little loosey-goosey in there.
Oh, yeah, well, this might be an older batch, because we did have to look for
But they do have 60 on their page now, so you can get a brand new one.
Whoa.
I don't know if my words were anywhere close.
Whoa. Wow. For me, I get the castle.
Whoa, for me, I was getting, in the movie, when they're underneath the castle, and they have the dirt like that just arrived in the shipment boxes, like I was in the underground of the house.
Y'all, there is one thing that these all have in common. That je ne sais quoi note, that I don't know what note, when your nose first comes up against it, it doesn't want to run away from it. That's the thing. When your nose discovers it discovers it as something brand new. So however they have combined these scent notes, there's a personality in this you don't know. But when you find it and when your nose is led into it, that's where the real whiff begins. Because it is so alluring and so beautiful. It's something a tiny bit mysterious and squinchy that gets you there. But as soon as your nose goes past it, it opens into this absolutely beautiful and opulent world. So, like, I'm getting, like, the Dracula invitation in But once you're in, it is the most beautiful castle you could imagine. I'm getting like the rock of the walls. I'm getting like the feast that's laid out on a beautiful wood table.
That they can't eat. But...
I'm getting a little bit of booziness to this, like you said.
And like the herbs and the spices, is that coming through?
Wait, there is something deliciously Christmas about this. And I don't know if it was the fir balsam that was mentioned at the beginning. Y'all, there is something beautifully Christmassy going on inside Dracula's cavern, and I think that's why when it brings you in, it is done so with such a feeling of safety that then when it takes a turn on you, you're like, wait, what? Because that safety feeling is a Christmas tree.
Isn't that kind of how they're written, though? Like vampires, even Edward is meant to pull you in.
The stagecoach, it goes through the forest. It goes through the evergreens and the balsams before it gets to Dracula's castle. Back when Keanu Reeves is trying to figure out his accent. And then once you get to the castle, you know it. Earthy and kind of like more stony than earthy for me, and super clean. Almost a charcoaly scent going on in this.
Yeah, I think that's why I was under the castle. Like there was something about that damp kind of stone,
what have you all
dirt,
done?
something.
What have you all done? And okay, I'm going to say it.
Words are broken.
I'm going to say it. There is something really cool going on in this.
Yes.
Okay. The House of Creed is really well respected, and for a good reason. Aventus, Green Irish Tweed, are you kidding? And there is something in, particularly those two, that makes my nose go, ooh, let me keep digging, let me keep going, let me continue on with this ride. There is something about the balance under the surface of Carpathia that is super reminding me of Aventus or Green Irish Tweed in how they're constructed. So like when you see a Frank Lloyd Wright building, whether it's a house nearby us, as a matter of fact, or the gas station that he built, you're like, whoa, that's a Frank Lloyd Wright building. This, absolutely Southern witchcraft, but in such a sophisticated, delicate balance that I'm almost getting the sense of a Creed building from this. Like, that's how sophisticated this is.
There is a fun, like, I know it listed like it's supposed to be a masculine side, but there's something that almost turns into a cologne that's in there.
Yes, this is the most cologne of the entire collection.
Yes, I would agree. And there's something about the spice happening, and then that kind of boozy, tobacco-y something in the middle.
Right, hold on.
Is there tobacco? I could be making things up. There's something about the damper side and herbs.
Right. I get a little bit more of like an elemy or a resin or like a mahogany.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you.
Almost kind of, well, the wood of the stake.
I'm getting like amber. Is that
a
thing?
Thank you. That's where the evergreen is becoming powder. It's like coming into an ambery sense. Y'all, I'm telling you, mysteries and wonders, and we are going to build our leather. So these are our bougie sticks from Amazon.com, and this is one of the best vegan bases in the business. And y'all, this is my purple sea glass brush from Mr. Trotter at Trotter Handicrafts. Isn't it beautiful?
It's the perfect Southern Witchcrafts purple kind
That's
of
what
vibe,
I thought. All right, y'all, so Sarah is going to show you how to build a Barbershop Duet lather. Here's how it's done. So that soap is pushed into the top of the bowl and pushed in such a way that you can't get it out without water in a brush. I let the water kind of chill the bottom of the bowl, get a tiny bit on the bristles, but then your main job for the first minute is just to load the soap onto the bristles. That's all you got to worry about. Don't make a lather yet. Just get as much of the soap onto those bristles as you can. Then, once they're loaded, and you might want to spin the brush a few times, then start doing the bigger swirls, get some of the water loaded on there, get it all in together, and that way the lather is actually being built in between the bristles of your brush, not really against the bottom of the bowl. And you know, if ever we had a cousin to Autumn Ash, this might be it. Are you getting that?
I can see how that. It's definitely more of the masculine side, where I get more of a place with Autumn Ash, but similar amber kind of tones, I think, overall. All
right, y'all. So here's something you will only find in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Stephanie Meyer whiff on 3, 1, 2.
Interesting. Oh. This got much cleaner over here.
Whoa, yeah. Right? This is a little stronger, and that's a little bit more balanced, I think. Ooh, very nice.
It brightened up. It definitely has more of like the trees coming through here, I think.
And y'all, we are fans of the cross-eyed Texan around here, and we do like to see how he lathers his face, tells us about the base itself. So while we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, look at this. Oh,
there you go.
Y'all, are you kidding me? Oh, this is one of the very first bases. The community spoke up and said, y'all, you gotta try Southern Witchcraft out of the box. Oh, you can hear it. Hair gets under my little stubbles.
He needs to shave. Now you gotta pick which one to shave with.
We'll take this lather right in there. We're done.
Got a nice, like, padded feeling, too. Like, you're definitely safe, I feel like.
And while there is a movie, we have it on good authority that there are some cliff notes where you can get the set notes. All right, y'all. So back to the sales page at Southern Witchcrafts.
Evergreen Forest, which I actually got more once we lathered things up. I feel like I got it a little bit more
Is it
here.
balsam here, but evergreen there? Christmas trees. I told you, it's Christmas trees.
Yeah, I guess in the write-up it says Evergreen Balsam.
Right.
So those are like a combo kind of swap.
And then this says wet stone.
Oh, but
Y'all,
that says
that's
musk.
the castle. Marcus was right. That's the castle.
You even said like I got that.
I
cool
did,
color.
and then going on.
Herbs, which I was definitely getting herbs. Oh, and
That's
the rose
the dinner
is
on the
in here
table.
too.
Rose, love it. And coffee.
Hey,
How did they get coffee past you? Wait a
I
minute.
know.
Hold on.
Maybe
Wait.
That's funny. I was going like tobacco and boozy, but maybe I was wrong.
You know how you were saying there was just something doing the job of soil, there was just something
Right.
doing the job of
And
dirt
that bittery
wasn't
kinda
patchouli, that was super masculine at the base.
It must have
Her
been
nose
that.
is good, y'all. It's a
Along
coffee.
with the wet stone. It must be those together.
Right. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
How often do you see coffee and black tea together as scent notes?
Mm-hmm.
You order one or the other, steak or fish, but they put coffee and black tea?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're going to be up all night.
Hey.
Yeah, of course, if you don't sleep, it's coffee and
Right?
tea.
They don't sleep.
That's what it is. I
together.
had a roommate in college that would make coffee with tea.
Okay, now smell for the rose.
Oh, y'all, where the evergreen meets the rose, that's where
That's
it becomes
some magic.
something a little bit more romantic than just a Christmas.
It has that alluring, drawing you in kind of thing that they're supposed to have.
Right.
So, okay, think Oregon trees,
Right.
where Edward has to escape to,
Right.
and let's see if this could be an Edward scent. I'm thinking so. Because,
I
like,
think so, too.
they don't have any, like, they don't age. So he's,
Right.
like, 1,000,000 years old.
Right.
And there's something in this that has that, like, secret, mature, like, live through life kind of thing
Right.
coming through.
And y'all, if you read the original books, I mean, Robert Pattinson does bring this in a bit in the movies, but there's a sweetness to Edward. There just is. There's a reason that our heroine loves him so much. This has that charming sweetness to it. It's not like a man's man. There's no neckerchief scent in this. It's not like desert rock and sage, right? No, it's something different. This is more of your piano player kind of a guy, more of your stay up all night reading kind of guy. This guy doesn't even need a bed.
But they're super, super smart.
Right.
And there's something about the ageless thing that comes through with what
Right.
scent notes they've used. They're all real things. Evergreen forest, musk, herbs, rose, coffee, and black tea.
Super clean. This kind of smells like the house that they lived in the movie because it's surrounded really
Right. That's
close
what I was
with
thinking.
evergreens and firs. But it's such a beautiful, opulent building. It's all
Right.
like glass and beautiful scents of woods and spices and things like that. There you go.
It makes sense.
All right, throw me in my coffin and put me 6 feet under because I got to take a nap and then we got to go deeper. All right, so this is the part you have all been waiting for. This is the part where we get to decide which soap, and therefore which character goes best with Bella, the Jacob soap or the Edward soap. So we're going to start with Necromantic, the one we decided was about Bella Swan. Can you take that in? Let me know what you think. Roses and red wine.
Good recap.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. Let me smell. And you smell the Jacob one. Here we go. So here is our Bella and Jacob whiff. On 3, 1, 2. Oh, very nice.
Think that
Very
works.
nice. And now let's not mess up the lids. And then our Bella and Edward. Here we go. On 3.
They actually do smell better together.
You know,
I gotta agree.
I have my vote. What do you think? Who does she belong with? Jacob or Bella?
I really think the Carpathia necromantic combo, so the Edward and Bella,
I do too.
does smell
I
better
am on
together.
Team Edward as far as Southern Witchcrafts is concerned. Absolutely. Well, that's good because
Yes.
that is who ends up together in the movie. So I guess all's right with the world. All right, so this is the moment none of you have been waiting for. We're going to see if Edward and Jacob belong together. All right, so here
Just
we go.
in all
This is the
fairness, you know.
werewolf and the vampire.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Here we
Can
go.
they be friends? Let's see.
I mean, they could hang out.
But they don't agree as
nothing
well.
magical
It's kind of
happening
like
here,
in the
though.
movies that they're just kind of
Yeah.
getting along because they
Right.
have to.
They can-
wouldn't voluntarily
They
hang
tolerate
out.
each other, but yeah,
Yeah.
they need necromantic. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I don't really want to pick a winner for the day, but like, how'd they all get
You know
along?
what? Let's do that. We never do that.
We never
Let's
do
pick
that.
a winner. Okay, so hold on. So for today, of our 3 Southern Witchcrafts that are our 3 decided made-up homages to Twilight,
Yes, we decided.
which one was your favorite?
I think this is my winner.
I think it's this one.
Oh!
Hey, there we
see?
go, y'all. This is awesome. Hey, Southern Witchcraft, thank you so much for giving us one of our absolute favorite corners of our shaved den. Y'all, the decadence and opulence of these scents should never be understated. They are doing things that no one else in the shave world is doing, and I am so all about it. Thank you for helping make our October not only so fun, but so creepy in the best of ways.
It's fun smelling these too because there are a lot more that we can use year round. I know we vibe towards wanting an excuse during the holidays here, but I do even think Necromantic, like now that I've smelled this one, and even the Jacob one, that has a very cool vibe that you could use all year as well. Just spooky, but you could totally use it all year.
I promise you this. If you put this under the nose of 10 of your friends and tell them it's a Christmas soap, they will be like, that is a really awesome Christmas soap.
I'm with you. Totally would work. Now I feel like we have to go watch Dracula to complete
We will
our
be
whole
watching
experience with vampires.
Dracula tonight and smelling all of these. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Martin Landau, one of the most beloved comedic actors of all time. Well, you're going to get a call from Tim Burton, and he's going to want you to do this strange little black and white homage to the old horror eras of Hollywood called Ed Wood. Well, you're going to put on a little prosthetic. You're going to put on a little bit of an accent. But when you unleash your Bela Lugosi on the world, especially when Academy Award season comes along, you're going to get your own. So head over to southernwitchcrafts.com to find this and a bunch of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Carpathia, and I think the reason I love this best is it gives me that beautiful, clean sense of being in Dracula's library with just enough of that magical southern witchcraft scary dankness hiding under the surface to just make you a little bit spooked, a little bit scared of what might be looking over your shoulder. And that's why I love the Halloween scents. Hey, Southern Witchcraft, thank you for a beautiful functional base. This thing feels fantastic under my razor, and the scent stays with you. The lasting power of the Southern Witchcraft scents is amazing. A 4 on the longevity scale. Hey, y'all, thank you for this. Welcome to Messages.
So clearly you can see that we are fans of Southern Witchcraft Soap Company, so we wanted to give you a chance to win a $20 gift card to Southern Witchcraft.
Yeah, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible is send us an email here to WeSetYou at thebarbershopduet.com and mention Southern Witchcraft so we can get back to you. And then check back here on November 2nd when we have our Alexa choose our lucky winner on the show.
Best of luck.
All right, look at my face. Y'all, when it comes to artisans in this world, there are a small handful that are doing absolutely outside the box, new, wild, and extraordinary stuff when it comes to shaving soaps. And it's broadening our world, and it's making it bigger. Southern Witchcraft is on the top of that list. They are doing things that are so absolutely unique, so very different from what the whole rest of the shaving world is doing, that they are making their own lane and filling it with some of the most extraordinary decadent scents we can imagine. So, after 380 soaps,
I guess, yeah,
we understand the level of work that was put into these scents, and we so appreciate all of the work you do at Southern Witchcrafts to bring these phenomenal potions to us in our shave tent.
Thank you for being gutsy and sticking to these fun, cool things, because they really are ones that we need in our den. They have fun vibes of whimsy and a little terror and all the pieces that just help keep life a little more fun. You know, we all need some fun.
Of course, graveyard scents are going to be a little bit polarizing, but for those of you where it does hit a bullseye, it hits it hard.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.
Hey.